Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a deep dive into something that might just be the financial power move you've been waiting for.
Ooh, power move. I like that. What are we talking about?
We're going to break down personal lines of credit, PLOCs. They sound kind of complicated, right?
A little bit, yeah. But trust me, once you wrap your head around them, they can be pretty awesome.
Exactly. Maybe you've heard of PLOCs, maybe you haven't. Maybe you're thinking about getting one, or maybe you're just curious.
Whatever brings you here, we got you covered. We'll give you the lowdown, plain and simple.
By the end of this deep dive, you'll know exactly what a PLOC is, how it works, and whether it could be the right move for you. No more head scratching or wondering, what is this thing anyway?
Let's jump right in. So, what are the key features of a PLOC?
All right, so first things first, a PLOC gives you this thing called a pre-approved credit limit.
Yeah, that's like a lender saying, hey, we trust you. We've looked at your finances, and we're willing to let you borrow up to this much.
So you don't have to keep applying for a loan every time you need cash, which is super convenient.
For sure. And that brings us to another super cool feature, revolving credit. You know how credit cards work.
You swipe, you spend, you pay it back, and then you can spend again.
Exactly. It's kind of like a water tank.
Oh, I like that.
You draw water when you need it, and as you fill it back up, you can draw again. Same idea with a PLOC. You borrow what you need, pay it back, and that credit is there for you to use again.
So it's not like a regular loan where you get a lump sum and you're stuck with it. You just take what you need.
Exactly. You only borrow what you need when you need it. And that leads us to another really important feature. You only pay interest on the amount you actually use.
Oh, so if I have a PLOC with, say, a limit of 5 lakh, but I only borrow 1 lakh for, I don't know, a home improvement project,
You're only paying interest on that 1 lakh, not the full 5 lakh limit.
that could save you a lot of money compared to a personal loan, especially if you don't need the full amount.
Absolutely. Think of it like this. There's this guy, Amit, right? He's got a 5 lakh PLOC, and he needs to do some urgent house repairs. The repairs only cost him euro lakh, so that's all he borrows.
Smart. So he only pays interest on that euro lakh. If he had taken out a regular personal loan for the full euro lakh,
He'd be paying interest on a whole bunch of money he didn't even need. Not a great deal.
Amit really dodged a bullet there. His story really highlights how useful a PLOC can be for something like a home repair. But let's zoom out a bit. What other situations would a PLOC be a good fit for?
Oh, tons. Let's say, oh gosh, a medical emergency pops up.
Or your car suddenly decides to go kaput.
Yeah, exactly. A PLOC can give you quick access to cash without the hassle of applying for a new loan each time.
You don't want to be messing around with loan applications when you're in a pinch.
No way. PLOCs can also be super helpful for consolidating high-interest debt.
So if I've got a bunch of credit card debt with sky-high interest rates,
A PLOC could help you roll it all into one loan with a potentially lower interest rate.
makes sense. You know, it seems like a PLOC could be a real game changer for businesses too, not just individuals.
Absolutely. If you're running a business and need quick access to cash for, say, inventory,
Or marketing campaigns.
yeah, or if you're just dealing with unpredictable cash flow, a PLOC can be a real lifeline.
It sounds a lot more flexible than a traditional business loan.
Oh, for sure. With a business loan, you get that fixed amount and then you start repaying immediately, regardless of whether you need all of it right away.
But with a PLOC, you can draw funds as needed and potentially save a ton on interest payments.
Exactly. And that reusable credit line is there when you need it again. No need to go through the whole application process over and over.
So, to recap, we've got flexible access to funds, interest charged only on what you use, and the ability to borrow repeatedly within your limit. Are we missing anything? It almost sounds too good to be true.
Well, like any financial tool, a PLOC does have its potential downsides, right? One thing to watch out for is the temptation to overspend.
I can see that. It's like having a superpowered credit card.
Exactly. You have this easy access to cash, so it's really important to use it responsibly and not rack up debt you can't handle.
You need to have that discipline or things could get a little out of control.
Right. And another thing to consider is the interest rate.
Ah, yes, interest rates.
Yeah.
Always a factor.
With PLOCs, you might have a fixed interest rate, which means it stays the same over the life of the credit line.
Or you could have a variable interest rate, which can go up or down based on market conditions.
Exactly. And if you choose a PLOC with a variable interest rate, well, your monthly payments could go up if rates go up. Not fun.
So do your research, understand the terms, and really think about whether a fixed or variable interest rate is the best fit for your situation.
Couldn't agree more. Before you jump into any financial decision, it's crucial to understand all the ins and outs.
No matter how tempting that power move might seem.
Exactly.
So, there you have it, folks. We've explored what PLOCs are, how they work, and the good, the bad, and maybe the be careful with that aspects.
Hopefully now you have a much clearer picture of whether a PLOC could be a good fit for you.
Now for the million-dollar question. How could a PLOC work for you in your own life?
What are some specific situations where it might be a good move? And are there any potential risks you need to consider based on your own unique circumstances?
Those are great questions to ponder. Keep them in mind as you explore the world of PLOCs. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. See you next time.